Hey, yo, what's up, guys? So it's been a long time since I updated my air tier list in All-Star Tower Defense, and the last one did very well. So let's do an update. Before we get into it, let me know down below, guys. Should I make my new co-unit an air unit or a hybrid unit? I'm curious to see your thoughts, guys. I know she does have a mech or something, so it could be possible. And so, yes, guys, we are getting 02 as the new co-unit. And remember, the code only works for subs. So let's go hop right into the tier list. All right, here we go. All right, there's going to be some units that you might be confused. For example, we have Aaron, all right? Why is Aaron in the air tier list? The reason being is his rumbling ability damages air units, and that's what he's built for. So that's why I put him here in the air. Now, he's a good unit, but he's not really used as much anymore. There's just better air units out there, but he's still good enough for A tier. The rumbling is very good for clearing out air units in story mode. All right, good enough for A tier. Next up, we have Baby Vegu. All right, now Baby Vegu is a very good unit. All right, mainly Baby Vegu 3 because he has like an extra upgrade compared to Baby Vegu 1 and Baby Vegu 2, putting him in the S tier. Now, is he meta anymore? Maybe, but I don't really think people will use him as much because we have Aqua Goku and we have Mihawk 6-star, which should be here somewhere. One sec. Let me find this dude. Oh my gosh. These guys are both very good units. Are they meta? They're kind of on the bubble, right? I think they might still be used in some strategies, but we have a new unit, Big Mom, which I'm seeing a lot more usage. All right, Big Mom. And of course, guys, we got the Pirate King. All right. So now these are both ground units, right? But they are actually hybrid units. All right, so we are counting hybrid units in this tier list. So let's keep it moving, all right? This guy has an ability that damages airs. All right, it's useful for story mode, but that's about it. Buddha Chairman becomes a hybrid unit on his later upgrades, which makes him pretty good. Yugi is a straight-up air unit, slightly better than Fujitora. Actually, probably about the same tier as Fujitora. Cauliflower is not that great. Decent, though. Not terrible. Probably F tier. Kaido does become a hybrid, good enough for D tier. Itachi, pretty decent. Unfortunately, he's kind of an old unit, and due to like the power creep, etc., he really hasn't been getting to like a lot of damage or a lot of love. Back in the day, he used pretty hot. However, yeah, he's a decent air unit. All right, Ulquiorra, I believe, has a special attack that hits him, so not that great. Ryuk, definitely definitely would say he is a meta unit, guys, for elemental leaderboards. Is he meta for air leaderboards? I don't think so. This is mainly an air tier list, so we're going to actually drop him down to the S tier, all right? So we want to know what's meta for the air leaderboards. All right, that's the question we're asking today. All right, Demon Side, he's just a step below the S tier units, but he's still good, and he's very easy to trade for nowadays. All right? This guy is a meta unit, not because of his damage, but because of his ability. He's also very good in raids, etc. So definitely a highly recommended unit that you guys should probably be taking a look at. All right, next up we have Ace. This other Ace. All right, come on. He's not that great. Sabo, he's probably slightly better than those guys. First Wood Bender, I think he becomes a hybrid at the end, but nothing too crazy here. Perona has a stun, which is nice. This guy is good for story mode. Kirito becomes a hybrid, but I think you might as well just run this guy instead. There's not really a lot of love for him anymore. Ichigo, guys, unfortunately, he was retired a long time ago, and they never buffed him. Yeah, this Ichigo, he's meta for air mode because he's the only unit that slows down airs. Except for there's one more that has an ability that slows down airs, but I did not include him on this list. Mainly because he just doesn't really damage the air units. And all these units hit the air units in some sort of way with damage, not just like slow units. All right, that's not really worth it. All right, next up we have Genos 5-star. He's cracked out for story mode. Decent for like event farming, etc. He's really cheap, which makes him nice. However, his 4 stars doo-doo. Her upgrade hits the airs and stuns them, so I guess it's all right. Gilgamesh is a good hybrid unit for damage farming. Good enough for A tier. All right, Light Yagami, normal, decent. I don't think he's quite A tier yet. I believe Demon Side is doing pretty much about the same damage. And Light Yagami's orb got really expensive, so a little bit not as good as it used to be. All right, this is like the new Goku, decent, probably solid C tier, maybe pushing B tier. but it's close. Goku Rose, not that great. He does have an evolution now, but his evolution doesn't hit airs. All right, this is the 4-star Goku crap. 5-star Sasuke has an ability that hits airs, but it's not really that good. All right, now this guy is very good. Unfortunately, he's no longer meta for the leaderboards, along with Madara. Not really the greatest units, guys. All right, Gogeta. He's hitting pretty hard, but I think he's maybe low C tier, maybe even D tier at this point. All right, everybody knows, guys, Krillin is a god tier unit. If you know, you know, guys. Shout Zero Pain. All right, next up, we got Light Yagami. Again, he's like Ryuk. He's not really meta for air leaderboards, but he's a meta air unit. All right, very good for elementals. However, with Goldie Roger, maybe he's going to be moving off, and Obito, maybe they're moving off the elemental list sooner than you think. All right, the Broly's pretty good, probably solid B tier. Amelia, solid B tier, decent, more of a story mode unit, along with Uryu. Uryu's good for raids as well, but Goldie Roger kind of hitting a lot of different notes right now. All right, this guy was supposed to get a 6-star a hot minute ago. His 6-star is even like in the game code. Just really don't know what happened to it. All right, Megumin's ability hits the airs, so decent, but not the greatest. However, the damage definitely higher than the rest of the units on this list, so we'll give it some credit. The OG Megumin, not really though, no damage at all. This guy, he's all right. He actually becomes a hybrid, so good enough for C tier. This guy used to be a classic air unit for story mode back in the day, but unfortunately, not really showing any love anymore. Meta Knight does hit the air, so good enough for C tier in my mind. All right, these two guys, this guy's slightly better than this one, so we'll go like that. Guts. Overall, Guts is a pretty solid unit. However, he's not terrible, actually, but his damage is a little bit lower than I would like. We'll put him in C tier. Shanks, not the greatest. He does become hybrid, though, so D tier. Red Servant, solid C tier here. Luffy is a classic, man. Used to be OP for story mode. Honestly, if he was an elemental, he still would be. All right, Mecha Frieza is a Jiren reskin. Good enough for A tier in my mind, along with Jiren. Good units overall. All right, this guy was meta for like one story mode or something. Maybe not that much anymore. We'll give him a solid B tier. Don't really recommend getting him. He used to be meta for the rumbling, but that was a long time ago. All right, this ace, even with the orb, not hitting it. All right, solid C tier. He's very expensive, though. This guy's trash. This guy's trash. This guy, I don't know, man. Him and Shanks are pretty close. Not the greatest. Yugi, maybe you could use him in a strategy. We'll give him B tier. His ability, maybe you could use it for story mode because he's not that expensive. And it does 50 million damage, which is actually quite a lot. So I can kind of see his strategies with him in story mode. But as an infinite mode unit, you just got to go with Light Yagami instead. Tokens becomes a hybrid, I believe. Solid C tier there. Tatsumaki, oh my gosh. Maybe C, probably closer to D tier there. Roy Mustang, oh my gosh. The OG Roy Mustang. Hate to do it to him, but he's just not good anymore. Kuma, solid D tier, I'd say. Oh, this guy, trash, man. They did him dirty, bro. Rip SSJ3. This guy's just right around good as tokens, but he's harder to get. All right, Zamasu. Not really hitting it, but definitely C tier. Kakashi, B tier. He used to be good for a lot of things, but now nobody uses him for like any strategies. Dio barely hits the airs, but he does hit airs. F tier. Mihawk Classic with the orb puts him in C tier. Hero Slinger, slightly worse than Uryu in my mind. He used to be ranked higher, but unfortunately, Uryu's just better for starting out the game. He's just not very good at that. Geto Suguru might be meta. I'll put him still in the meta tier. It's close. We'll see if he still stays there. All right, Roy Mustang, solid unit, good enough for A tier in my mind. A little bit underrated, maybe low, maybe high B tier. Amelia, solid B tier. Nobody really uses her, but she does have a nice stun effect. All right, there you go. All right, guys, so there you go. There is the air tier list. And again, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you guys want my code unit. And make sure you guys use star code BLAM when buying Robux or Premium. It would really help out the channel, and it's free. All right, guys. BLAM spot out, man. Peace.